McLeod County had a population in 1860 of 1,286 residents. The American Civil War started on April 12, 1861, when Confederates attacked the Union-controlled Fort Sumter in Charleston Bay. Against this dramatic background of the Civil War and unrest in the Dakota Indian Nation, a number of Lutheran families immigrated from Germany and settled in Acoma Township. McLeod County eventually furnished about 12% of its population, 154 fit and able men for the war, and the home front in the form of home guards. Jesus said, "Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's." Lutherans understand that government is a gift of God, and our members have responded when called to serve in military and civilian roles. When Frieden's Lutheran Church, later Peace, was taking root, it was a time of relative national peace until the Spanish-American War of 1898, in which a total of 27 men served from Hutchinson. At this time, the German language was used almost exclusively at peace. When the United States entered World War I against Germany, churches that used the German language were under severe restrictions, and the English language increased. It is believed that more than 100,000 Minnesotans fought in World War I. The Hutchinson leader reported in 1918 that Hutchinson was represented by 103 soldiers. It was September 1941 when the draft was authorized. Within 16 months, America was at war in both Europe and the Pacific. Fame and fortune came to Hutchinson on January 26, 1942, when Milburn Dink Hankey of Hutchinson Company B was the first to step foot on European soil. During the next 3 years, hundreds of McLeod County residents registered for the draft and marched off to war. 45 men from McLeod County were casualties of World War II. Victory in Europe was declared on May 8, 1945, and church bells rang, and all the whistles and sirens in the city were turned loose. 3 months later, on August 11th, with the news of the Japanese surrender, sirens, whistles, and church bells again sang and rang in jubilation. John Hanson, Roy Christine, and Kenneth Meade were peace members who lost their lives in World War II. The Korean conflict interrupted American life, and again, Hutchinson gave loved ones. There were more than 6,000 casualties from Minnesota during the Korean War. Of that, 6 were from McLeod County, none from Peace Lutheran. The Vietnam War raged from 1964 to 1975. Almost 9 million Americans served in the U.S. military. Of that, 9 from McLeod County died, including peace members Thomas M. Healy, Douglas Luke, Lyle McAdance, MIA, Donald Mackey, and Joseph Seller. Our soldiers are memorialized on a plaque in the narthex of the church. We also remember Sergeant Mike Hogan, who gave his life in apprehending a criminal with our Hutchinson Police Department. Today we honor and remember all the men and women who wore a uniform of any branch serving our country from Peace Lutheran Church, Hutchinson. Hutchinson men and women have served loyally in American wars since the state joined the Union in 1858. This commitment to freedom continues from the first immigrants serving in the armed forces at home and in foreign countries. You can see pictures of those currently serving at the top of the ramp. It was the British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain who said the Munich Agreement would bring peace in our time. These words proved wrong then, and they are wrong today. Jesus said, "When you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come." But he also said, "I am with you always to the end of the world." So as Peace Lutheran continues to honor and serve God and country, we continue to pray for peace.